It's Monday. It's morning.
Hey, ditch macabre, baby.
Consider it macabre.
Consider it. Consider the following. Remember that?
No.
I think it's Bill Nye, I want to say.
Oh, yes. I believe it is.
I believe we've done it. I hope you guys had a...
is a property of matter.
Consider the following. All right. Later, guys. Good pod.
Dude, you know it was going to be a sick day when the substitute rolled in the TV, brother, with the strap on it.
Dude, those straps. The TV straps.
Dude, TVs were always strapped up in high school.
TV stayed strapped. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good days. You're like, oh, Miss Frizzle's about to learn me something. Sheesh. Yeah, then we just watch Scarface every time.
You got a great ass. That's not Scarface, but that's all I think of now.
It is really what a ludicrous.
I thought it's Heat, I believe.
Is it Heat?
I'm pretty sure it's Heat, and I'm pretty sure that line was not in the script. Al Pacino just lost it, which I guess he's famous for, but
yeah,
that's why he's the GOAT, baby.
I wasn't sure if it was Heat or if it was The Devil's Advocate, but I think it's Heat.
Yeah, I think he's intimidating someone at Heat, and they're like, why'd I get mixed up with that girl? And he just Al Pacino was like, I know why.
Let me run this inference real quick.
Yeah. She's got a great ass. And a great ass. And his eyes are all scary.
Yeah, he was there.
If I'm watching that movie in theaters for the first time, I'm like, what? What a tone shift.
If you guys have not seen this scene, just Google it. It's
incredible.
Hilarious. It's an insane artistic choice.
Yeah, nuts.
And everyone was like, "This actor is tremendous."
The rest of the movie is so different.
You know a movie I've been meaning to watch that I haven't seen yet, Scony?
Hit me with it.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
You ever seen Tombstone?
No.
Every time anyone talks about
good
Tombstone,
Western.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, it's like fucking amazing. Val Kilmer's the coolest guy ever." And I'm like, "Well, I gotta watch this fucking movie."
I feel like he's an actor I missed out on. Other than like Top Gun,
for sure.
Never really got into I know he has like a documentary that was supposed to be really good, talking about how sick he is and like.
Yeah.
But I just never.
I know nothing about him.
I think he was just like just before our time. He was hot shit.
Yeah, because that's the only thing. We only talk about things that are our current time.
Exactly. You know? We're known, date, baby.
We're known for not making references that very few understand because it's like 20 years before our births.
Our kids' podcast is going to be like, I never got into Ryan Gosling, but I know he was a big deal.
Yeah. Now I'm going to be like, get in the water.
Get in the water.
When our kids do a podcast reviewing our podcast episodes.
That'd be sick.
Be a great Hey, write it down.
It's basically like the podcast My Dad Wrote a Porno. Like,
yeah.
If you haven't checked that out, a great podcast, go check out My Dad Wrote a Porno because it's an incredible podcast.
A very funny idea. But yeah, that's a movie I got to see. Have you watched Oppenheimer or Barbie yet? Have you done either of those yet?
No. See, I'm like an old curmudgeon-y type of guy, and when there's a lot of people in the movie theater, I get so angry because everyone's always a dickhead, and
I just get nervous.
I get nervous whenever an adult man walks, like an adult scruffy looking man walks in, I'm like, with a hoodie, I'm like, oh God, it's so hot outside. Why is he wearing a hoodie?
I run and grab Jenny's leg and hide behind it.
Yeah, that'll protect you.
And then I look up at her and she goes, which I have to kneel down quite a lot.
You really get down there, like limbo.
Yeah. And she's like, it's okay. And I'm like, hey,
you whimper a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I really hate teenagers who talk, which I get it. I've been there. Like, you're a group of teenagers, and the teenagers are like,
you gotta be the cool teens.
Yeah, you gotta make the girl laugh by shouting out some joke in the middle of a movie about an atomic bomb, and it's like, I get it. I've been you, but I just don't want to be near you now.
I need you to go to the teen section. We'll have like a Slime Time Live playing in another theater.
Yeah, that's what they like.
Good to go. Yeah, that's what teens like. That's what Nickelodeon thought teens liked at our age.
I do want to see Oppenheimer in theater at least because it's supposed to. That seems like a movie that would be good in that. It's like Top Gun. I made sure I saw in the theater, but I have to wait till like a Tuesday matinee when I know.
What about
all the dummies are gone?
like a slime time Leivenheimer.
Slime in time?
Slimenheimer? Yo,
I think it's Oppenslimer is the right one.
Oh, that's a better one. Oppenslimer, I hardly know her. Make a shirt of Oppenheimer getting slimed that says Oppenslimer.
But he looks super stressed.
If you can sell one of these bad boys, we'll put it up on our site.
Or it's just a sketch where he's like smoking and they're dropping the bomb, and instead of a nuclear explosion, it just slimes Hiroshima. Like all over Hiroshima is just slime.
Oh no!
And everyone in the theater is like, "That's wildly. Is this insensitive? I can't tell."
It's just got the Nick logo on the side of the fucking bomb.
Yeah, the Trinity test. Like Nick Cannon's there to host it.
Oppenslime. Oh man, Oppenslimer. This is good.
It writes itself.
Write it down, ladies and gentlemen.
It might outrun into some Nickelodeon lawyers, but hey.
Hey, I've run through them, baby.
Slinging Dingus lawyers can take them.
Listen, you think Rugrats could have happened without me? Doubt it. Klasky Supo? That's an insane name for a production company.
Is that a real production number?
Yeah, at the end of every episode of fucking Rugrats, it's Klasky Supo. It's like
I did not.
It's the production company for like a lot of the old Nick shows, and it was called Klasky Supo.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Sounds like how Alien.
The eyes and the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Klasky Supo.
The one production
company.
Aliens
say hi.
It's like one thing that really sticks in my head is the "Hi, I'm Paul." Like
the
3-eyed
they nailed it
for
the Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah,
yep. They nailed it.
They did.
They nailed it.
That and the bye. Have a wonderful time.
Yep. That's Tim's dad. Tim Heidecker's father.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
no. I'm thinking of Absolutely. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm thinking of Absolutely.
I thought "Bye Have a Wonderful Time" was
that was someone else's like relative.
Was it
sure.
Seth MacFarlane? I thought all his stuff was that.
No, he's Fuzzy Door, isn't he? This is like Have a Wonderful Time. I'm googling it.
I don't know, dog, but we got
Seth MacFarlane's also Bad Hat Harry. Is that him? I don't know. Underdog Productions. Oh, it is an American Dad thing, so I guess. Officer. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, it's some
very unimportant to what we're talking about today.
Well, you tell somebody worked on it, right? Because they want it to someone. It must matter.
Yeah.
They were like, we need a recognizable little shaboing boing at the end.
Bye, have another time. Speaking of Oppenheimer.
Yep.
We're gonna be talking about something that happened in World War II today. Because today, Scones, we're talking Nazis.
Nazis.
Specifically, The Beautiful Specter, the story of Nazi concentration camp guard Jenny-Wanda Barkmann. Is she cool, like anti-Nazi, or is she a scary Nazi? Not cool.
Not cool.
She's very uncool, actually.
Well,
but
I hope she dies at the end of the story.
In order to hear this tale, we need the band to ring-a-ding-ding.
Band ring-a-ding-ding and sing-a-sing-sing, baby.
Sheesh. Alrighty, Scones.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty, Scones. All right. So today we're talking about Jenny-Wanda Barkmann. Excuse me.
So wait, there was a Second World War. You're telling me?
Yeah. So like the first one with the mustard gas and the biplanes, then became the second one with the other kinds of gas.
The Oppenslimer.
Oppenslimer. Yeah. This is an Oppenslimer original. This is a Klasky Supo production of Oppenslimer.
They're gonna come after us.
Yeah, they're not gonna be happy the association, but that's fine. So this is an all that's interesting article. Ring the bell.
Ding 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 ding.
Jenny-Wanda Barkmann was known for both her beauty and her cruelty during the time at Stutthof concentration camp before she was hanged for her crimes in 1946.
Hey, she does die. Also,
she dies at the end.
Not a very Nazi name.
Jenny-Wanda.
Yeah, that just sounds like
hyphenated first name,
like TV show character.
Jenny-Wanda.
But yeah.
So I'm going to preface this with saying there's a lot of like Polish words in this article.
Oh, good luck.
I know the dude is good. So
let's just say there's going to be consonants that are next to each other.
Yeah. There's gonna be accents on things. I don't know what it means.
Gonna ignore a lot of letters.
Only accent I know is that an umlaut is like an sound. Anyway, the horrors of Nazi concentration camps have been well documented throughout history, as the vile and tragic persecution of European Jews and other marginalized groups has served as a painful lesson in the years since World War II. But while much attention has been paid to the men responsible for these horrific crimes, it was often female camp guards like Jenny-Wanda Barkmann who were the cruelest.
Oh, geez. Equal opportunity, evil Nazis.
Yeah, Nazis. They didn't give a hoot.
They did not give one hoot.
I can say that pretty confidently about the Nazis, is that they did not give a hoot.
I think they gave a lot of hoots, but they were...
Oh, yeah, they're there's too they're misguided in their hoots. Women like Barkmann, Irma Gries, and Elizabeth Volkenrath all became notorious...
See, that's a Nazi name.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Elizabeth Volkenrath.
That girl took all the Nazi names and smushed them together so no one else got one.
Then Jenny-Wanda was like, what? All that's left is Barkmann.
This weird, like, almost American-sounding name.
Yeah. So they all became notorious at the camps for their brutality. 21 would eventually face the gallows. Can you please stop the Nazis?
Can you hang Nazis for me?
21 would eventually face the gallows, including Barkmann, who was called the Beautiful Specter.
That's way too cool of a name to give to a Nazi.
Well, known in equal parts for her beauty and cruelty, the young would-be model was a guard at the Stutthof concentration camp. Though she arrived at Stutthof in 1944, the war ended only a year later. Jenny Barkmann quickly earned her place among the Nazis' most wicked. So, how Jenny-Wanda became the Beautiful Specter. Let's chat about it, Scony. Jenny-Wanda Barkmann was born on May 30th, 1922 in Hamburg, Germany. Though she had a normal childhood, she also came of age with the rise of Nazism. Just before Barkmann turned 11, Adolf Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany. When she was 16,
shitty thing to come to age with.
Yeah, it's like instead of like Backstreet Boys posters.
Yeah, instead of MP3s. Instead of Tooth Tunes, they had Hitler Youth.
So Adolf Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany. When she was 16, Jewish homes, businesses, and synagogues were attacked during Kristallnacht, including in Hamburg, and shortly thereafter, Hitler invaded Poland and World War II began. Barkmann had initially hoped to use her beauty to become a fashion model, just like me and you, Scones.
It's working. Still working.
We're almost there. We're going to make it one day. We're going to break through. All this talk of Slime Time Live, they got to perk their ears up for that. But as the war dragged on, she changed her mind. In 1944, the 21-year-old became an Aufseherin, or a female guard, at the Stutthof concentration camp in Gdansk, Poland.
Gdansk, Poland?
It's Gdansk. Gdansk?
That sounds pretty good.
Gdansk. Gdansk, Poland, as I tip my hat.
Wait, hold on 1 second. We're getting a tap on the back from a Slingadarius producer. Hold on.
All right.
Nope. All right, and they're gone for some reason. I don't know what the intention was.
We're leaving it in. Over the course of the war, the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum reports that as many as 100,000 people were deported to Stutthof, and some 60,000 died there. Many perished of diseases like typhus, but many were sent to gas chambers by... Hey man, I'm a model, not a...
not some kind of science doctor, all right?
Yeah, I'm not one of these I'm a science boy.
Typhus.
I don't know.
It's just a lot of bad stuff happens, it looks like.
Okay.
Very common during wars and famines, and purple rash, headache, fever, and delirium. caused by
Purple
rickets.
rash.
So I think it's the same thing that caused rickets. Rickets.
Okay.
Anyway.
You learned something.
And now, moving on.
But many more were sent to the gas chambers by the camp guards. In 1944, Barkmann became one of these guards. She was one of just 3,700 women to take on such a position.
That's a lot more than I thought you were going to say.
Well, I mean...
How many Nazi guards are there?
Of 55,000 total Nazi guards.
That's a lot of Nazi guards.
Yeah. So that's like too many, if you ask me. And quickly made a name for herself as one of Stutthof camp's most brutal Aufseherin. She showed no hesitation when it came to beating prisoners, sometimes to death, and regularly sent women and children to the gas chambers who she and other guards found too weak or sick to work. Beautiful and brutal, Jenny-Wanda Barkmann was called the Beautiful Specter.
Again, too cool a name for such a shitty person.
Yeah. The Fall of the Beautiful Specter. By the time Jenny-Wanda Barkmann secured a reputation at Stutthof, World War II had started to come to an end. In April of 1945, Adolf Hitler died by suicide in Berlin. A month later, Germany surrendered, and Barkmann, the Beautiful Specter, fled Stutthof and went into hiding.
Good guys win.
Yay. Barkmann...
Wait, is she in, like, Argentina?
Well, she gets... Well, let's get there.
Get there, dog.
Get there.
I need to know.
Barkmann, dubbed Mad Jenny, became one of the most wanted Nazi criminals. Mad Jenny is a better name.
Much more like to the point, kind of lame, like not creative.
They really cut the fat on it, and it was just like they could have just been like Dickhead J. And everyone like, yeah, that tracks. That's
big dumb Nazi Jenny. Fuck her. She sucks.
I like the amendment. Yeah, that was a good final little tag on the end of it. Barkmann managed to stay hidden for 4 months, but was captured at the Dansk train station. During her interrogation, Barkmann claimed that she had always treated Jewish prisoners well. And even, I'm not buying that one.
I don't think how many Nazis got away with that?
I was going to say, that's your move? Like, that's your go-to? Is like, no, I was cool with them. It's like, dude.
No, we were all like just chilling.
I thought it was summer camp. Like, what are you talking about?
Because it's a sliding scale, but I don't know, man.
During her interrogation, Barkmann claimed that she had always treated Jewish prisoners well, and even said that she saved some of them from death. But her interrogators eventually saw through her act. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was probably like she gave like a week before she sent them to execution. Like she's like, I saved them.
Yeah, right. She's like, I saved them, bro. I swear to God. Indeed, dozens of survivors of Stutthof testified against Barkmann in court, describing the brutal atrocities she committed as an Aufseherin.
Again, it must be like, how many of these Nazi guards were testifiers like, nah, he was chill, but that guy...
Yeah, right.
Real asshole.
Real
they would have just been like, what do you mean? Why are you asking me? Fuck them all. Like,
yeah. How about all of them die? I don't, just all of them gone?
Have you been to the site? Like,
yeah, right. Even her lawyer admitted that Barkmann was guilty of the crimes, but argued that it was because she was mentally ill. Classic. No sane person, he suggested, could have done what she did at the concentration camp. Meanwhile, Barkmann didn't help her own case. Faced with the accusations of brutality and murder, Barkmann responded with contemptuous laughter. She didn't ask for forgiveness.
So crazy.
Yeah, she's not like the other girls. She didn't ask for forgiveness. She never shed a tear or showed any remorse. After she was sentenced to die by hanging, Jenny-Wanda Barkmann said, "Life is a really great pleasure, and pleasure, as a rule, does not last long." Woo-wee-wee-wah-wee.
That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Shows zero remorse. Like, it's been a blast, everybody. Like,
yeah, right? It's like, well, really burnt the candle at both ends. See you later. It's like, dude, that's not the same.
These are the times when I wish, like, Inglourious Bastards was real. Like, that.
Yeah.
Like, all accurate. Just hunting Nazis.
So, Jenny Barkmann's execution on July 4th, 1946, Jenny Barkmann and 10 other war criminals were taken to Biskup Hill near Gdansk, whatever it is, to be hanged for their crimes. As many as 200,000 people were in attendance, anxiously awaiting the moment of execution. The executioners didn't bother with formality. The criminals were not granted the honor of being put to death by a professional executioner.
Oh, they had the new guy do it? That's sick.
Well, I was going to say, is this like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory deal where like one of the crowd members got the you know what I mean?
So you're all going to be electrocuted by our college intern.
This is Dave.
Do they still have Nazi hunters in Germany? Like, are there still people who just hunt down? Because it's like super illegal to even remotely have anything Nazi in Germany still, right?
I would assume so, but like, aren't they all? Are you saying like for like neo-Nazis or just like classic real Nazis?
I mean, I don't see a ton of the difference nowadays, but like, because in America you're protected by like whatever the First Amendment. Like, if you have a Nazi tattoo, like whatever, like you can get away with that without like being. I think. Right?
I mean, yeah, you won't be arrested, but you'll probably be beaten.
But in Germany, I'm pretty sure you get like any.
Yeah, it's like
it's
a
big time
offense.
no. So like, which makes sense. And so, are there still people like hunting them down? In the 50s when there were people just hunting down Nazis.
See, that's a cool. I don't know about now. I assume that that's not a thing because they're all dead, but I don't know. Like, I don't. Hey, if you're German, let us know.
Hold on.
If you're a German Nazi,
are there still Nazi hunters? In 2021 they caught some old guy. They caught Adolf Eichmann.
Oh, shit. That dude. I mean, what do you mean caught him? He should have been like the first one. That name, are you kidding me? How is he not? How did he escape for so long with a name like that?
And they're still, they were, last year they got one in his 90s. That's sick. Fuck that guy.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's not sick. He took so long. He got to be free for so long, but I'm glad they were like.
I think we can collectively agree, fuck that guy. But
well, yeah, but I'm glad they weren't like, oh, he's old. It's sad. They were like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, they're like, nah, you're coming with me. So, the executioners, they didn't use a professional. They were placed on a bed of a truck with a noose tied around their necks. Then the truck drove off.
Oh,
Gravity
shit.
did the work.
That's real new guy type of stuff.
Yeah. After the noose had been tied around Barkmann's neck, however, the truck she stood on wouldn't start. The crowd let out a murmur of frustration as Barkmann stood before them, still alive. Then a former Stutthof prisoner ran up and pushed Barkmann off the truck bed. Which is, I mean, that's a cool... That's like
a poetic movie type of ending.
Yeah, exactly. Jenny-Wanda Barkmann died instantly. She was 24 years old, which is just crazy to think that like a 21-year-old was doing all this crazy dark shit.
Yeah.
So as her body swayed in the breeze, scores of people in the crowd flocked to her body, trying to rip off a piece of fabric or a button to keep as a souvenir. Eventually, her corpse was sent to the anatomical theater in Gdansk, along with the bodies of other criminals to be used as a visual aid for medical students. It was later disposed of as biological waste. But the hatred for Jenny-Wanda Barkmann was great.
Man,
at one point,
this case really, whatever article you're reading from, man, they really followed up all the way to the end.
Yeah, I was going to say, they got all the, yeah, they know.
They know what happened to her remains and stuff.
It's because Jenny-Wanda wrote the article herself.
Oh my God.
So,
it says it was published in Argentina.
But the hatred for Jenny-Wanda Barkmann was great, and at one point, a rumor spread that her body had actually been cremated and the ashes taken to Barkmann's hometown of Hamburg. The rumor claimed that her ashes were then dumped into a toilet and flushed away. Of course, it was just a rumor.
I like it, though. I'm going with it.
Yeah.
I like to think she's toilet junk now.
Toilet junk. Hashtag. So yeah, that's Jenny-Wanda Barkmann, a real not great gal. I think it's fair to say.
But unlike a lot of the not great people we talk about, they got her.
Ladies and gentlemen, They got her.
It's not like some of the articles we read.
Yeah,
it's
not
like,
one where it's like,
as of 2023, he lives in Florida. It's like, what?
Yeah, she's written 5 books on war crimes.
She makes more money than you.
Yeah, she's got an OnlyFans that's popping off. It's really, really lucrative side business she started, gig economy and all. So yeah, I'm glad that this had an ending that is justified for sure. And I think we should all be in agreement on that. If you disagree,
if you're
keep
a
it
Nazi
to yourself.
sympathizer,
That's
probably not the podcast for you.
Not a cool angle. But yeah, that's Jenny-Wanda Barkmann. I think that's
the name still frustrates me. It's not evil enough.
You don't want to be Scony-Wanda Barkmann, dude?
No, I've just watched too many like 80s and 90s action movies.
Yeah,
where the
it
bad
is
guy
always
has
got to be
a
like
super evil name.
Yeah.
Usually German.
Right. Yeah, if it is German, it's who's the dude from what's the guy's name from action movie with the bald man?
What?
Why am I having? What is the movie? Die Hard.
Oh, it's I almost said Hans Vermat, but that's
Hans Gruber.
Hans
right?
Gruber. Yeah, see, like Hans is a big evil name.
Hans is a go. Yeah,
Hans Vermat is a German guy in Charlie Kelly's Sleep, and It's Always Sunny. And then what is isn't the bad guy in the second Lethal Weapon movie also German and scary?
Dude, I don't know. I think. Well, we got no, it's Russian. Never mind. Anyway,
yeah, it's Arjun Rudd.
Not a scary enough.
Oh, he's
name,
South African.
But
never mind.
Definitely a scary person. And if you guys want to find more bad Nazis that were brought to justice, I'm happy to read those articles as well.
Yeah. Get 'em.
But besides that, we got, check us out. Twitter, Macabre Pod. Instagram, Monday Morning Macabre. Hit up mondaymorningmacabre.com for all the other things you could possibly want in your life. I think that you're all a bunch of sweeties. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Goodbye. I love you.
Goodbye.